Blockchain technology has been growing since Bitcoin started its journey in 2009, and it is spreading always more into many business industries for its decentralized and secured features. Blockchain technology allows to store information in blocks digitally. It's a decentralized and distributed digital database system built by blocks stored across multiple nodes in a computer network. In a blockchain, individual blocks contain records of transactions that cannot be altered or tampered with. Blockchain gained popularity for cryptocurrency storage and transfer systems. Tron blockchain allows to create, trade, and manage digital blockchain assets. It provides various services, such as a smart contract system, a digital wallet, a domain name system, and a peer-to-peer node for transferring tokens in a network. Tron is an open-source, decentralized blockchain-based operating system. Its system is known as Tronix. The network works with a delegated proof-of-stake consensus mechanism, which makes it much more energy efficient compared to proof-of-work and proof-of-stake blockchain. Tron was founded in 2014 by Justin Sun. Initially, Tron was on the Ethereum blockchain. Justin Sun worked with the cryptocurrency Ripple as its chief representative for Greater China, and he is also the founder and CEO of Piwo, which is the most popular voice streaming website in China. He integrated Tron into Piwo within months of its launch in 2017, which helped to gain more active users. Tron blockchain became overseen by the public after establishing the Tron Foundation, a non-profit organization, in 2017. Through an initial coin offering, the Tron Foundation raised $70 million in the same year, which was quite an impressive result in those years. Initially, Tron launched on Ethereum to then migrate on its own blockchain 1 year later. In May 2018, Tron unveiled Mainnet Odyssey 2.0, marking several noteworthy achievements. The Tron blockchain platform's growth allowed it to acquire BitTorrent, a pioneer in decentralized services with over 100 million users. With BitTorrent's acquisition, Tron's market capitalization surged significantly, making it one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the past. It is now the 15th largest by market capitalization. On the Tron blockchain, you can transfer assets for very low fees and high speed, as it processes approximately 10,000 transactions per second. Tron uses a comprehensive Turing-based, lightweight virtual machine, which aim is to serve a secure, effective, balanced, and scalable platform to the user. The network is secured and maintained by 27 super representatives, which are selected every 6 hours to validate transaction and build the blocks. As reward to do so, they receive TRX coins from the network. In the Tron blockchain, a new block is created every 3 seconds, and the nodes that confirm these blocks receives 32 TRX coins. Tron uses smart contracts to implement TVM-compatible tokens, allowing users to manage their initial coin offering in a simple manner. Tron uses a stack-based virtual machine and a set of systematic instructions to operate the system. In regards building smart contracts, the developers must use advanced coding languages and ensure their reliability. Tron uses a stack-based virtual machine and a set of systematic instructions to operate the system. In regards building smart contracts, the developers must use advanced coding languages and ensure their reliability. Tron ecosystem developed 3 network nodes: the witness node, the full node, and the solidity node. The super representatives can create witness nodes and are responsible for managing the voting process and generating new blocks. Full node's function is broadcasting application programming interface, blocks, and transactions. Lastly, solidity nodes support indexable API and synchronize full nodes created blocks. Tron operates 2 types of tokens. One is TRC-10 and TRC-20, both which can be sent on the network without paying transaction fees by freezing their native token, TRX. TRC-10 is a technical token standard which the Tron network allows to issue a 1024 TRX expense. For this feature, clients need to call for a token name, TRX exchange rate, total capital, circulation duration, website, maximum bandwidth per account, and amount of frozen token. Token issuance can be customized by following the maximum token transfer, bandwidth points, locking duration in days, total locked token, etc. When creating a TRC-10 token on the Tron blockchain, its transaction charge is 1,000 times lower compared to the TRC-20, and can be accessible by smart contracts and APIs. TRC-20, on the other side, is a technical standard used for smart contracts execution on the Tron blockchain. TRC-20 supports interface customization, and only smart contracts can be accessible. TRC-20 is ERC-20 compatible, and it does charge for application programming interfaces and transfer costs. The Tron blockchain's native token is TRX, and it is a utility token used as medium currency for all TRC-based token in the ecosystem. You can stake TRX with no minimum amount for a 1.5% yearly rewards or slightly more if you want to run a super representative node. There are two ways to store TRX tokens. If you want to invest a good amount in Tron and continue for a long time, you should use the hardware wallet option. Hardware wallets store offline your TRX coins in cold storage. With this offline storage, your coins will be safe, out of hacking risk. Mobile wallets are easier options. With a mobile wallet, you can instantly access your TRX account. Although, it has a higher risk of hacking as mobile remains online most of the time. There are currently 92.36 billion coin in circulation, and it has a maximum supply of 100 billion token. Its current value is at around $0.06 per coin, and its market capitalization is $5.5 billion, ranking 15th out of the most capitalized cryptocurrency projects. The coin is 80% from its all-time high, reached in 2018, as TRX is one of these coins which, even if it had a good performance in 2021, it never reached the same value reached in the last bull cycle, most likely because its much larger supply. Considering we are in a bear market, TRX remains risky as all the altcoins are in this period. Its price performance depends first of all on how Bitcoin performs. If Bitcoin remains bearish and goes lower, it is likely that TRX and other altcoins will go further down, especially because usually in bear markets altcoins lose value against Bitcoin. If Bitcoin turns bullish, all the altcoins will follow and will likely have a similar positive uptrend. Bitcoin will lead the way either ways, and if we have a Bitcoin bull run, it usually lasts months. Typically after this period the capital and the profits move into altcoins. Here we will see altcoins outperform Bitcoin, and this is usually identified as alt season. However, I don't think we are going to see any Bitcoin bull run in the next 6 to 12 months at least. That said, for the time being altcoins are more risky and volatile, and probably it's best practice to only dollar cost average in Bitcoin and patiently wait for its way out of this bear market. At a later stage, when good returns are made, after we will clearly be back in a bull market, it will be the right time to diversify more into altcoins. Make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss that opportunity. Tron seems like a great project. However, I always had some concerns which kept me away from investing in this project. Looking at the past year, Tron's addresses increased by 300% from slightly over 600,000 to over 1.8 million wallets, which is a good sign, but what I personally don't like is that its top 10 addresses own 32% of the total supply. These top addresses are not just exchanges, and in my opinion there is high risk of market manipulation, but what you think about it? Let's now move to the next point. If we look at the circulating supply, it is a bit concerning. The circulating supply, it doesn't seem to be stable at all. It was in fact very close to 100 billion tokens to then decrease drastically starting from November last year. At the same time, the price decreased as well, and this could be another sign of market manipulation. Researching into this project, I also found out that apparently they stole the white paper from another project years ago to then declare that it is their own. I believe it is fine to take certain researches and make it yours and improve it, but it is a bit suspicious to take a white paper and declare it is your own. Another concern I have is about a Tesla prize which they were supposed to give away in 2019. Back then, after they picked a winner, Justin Sun, the CEO, said they had some issues with the computer and they picked another winner. Around this time, the trust in Tron declined, and there is still a speculations that this was just a fake prize to create hype around Tron blockchain. Lastly, in 2019, Justin Sun announced that they had a partnership with the Liverpool Football Club and more details were to come. More details never followed because the partnership never occurred, as the Liverpool Football Club replied, it was just to create hype once again around Tron blockchain for no reason. Lastly, if we look in DeFi Llama, Tron's total value locked is very high. It is in fact at the 5th place. The most used decentralized application is Just Lend, with a dominance of 60%. This is a DeFi platform for lending, borrowing, and other features. If we deep dive into the historical activity, it shows us that there is very little growth adoption, if not absent at all, in regards users count, which is again questionable. The overall development on the platform seems to be very low, as we can see there are not many other decentralized applications and they did not reach any important milestone or partnership in the past months. Before ending this video, I just want to be clear that these are all speculation, but are also some of the reasons I don't trust to put my money into this project, even if it is in the top 20 most capitalized cryptocurrency projects. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, as 84% of users that watch my videos are not yet subscribed.